Hello guys, this is Liz Wanda. I'm in the house. Good morning wherever you are. Good evening in all parts of the world. Welcome and welcome again. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscription button and subscribe. Please let me grow with you. Come along with me on this journey. So I have a story to tell you. Yesterday, I went to Tanzania. Tanzania is part of East Africa. Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and Uganda. So basically, I've traveled all the other countries except for Tanzania. I went there yesterday and my travel was very good. So I'm bringing you the vlog for Tanzania, right from Nairobi to, okay, let me say, right from where I stayed to the CBD to Arusha, Tanzania. I covered around 586 kilometers to and back. I woke up very early in the morning. I prepared and got set for the journey. And yeah, my journey was very swift. I left the house around 5:30 a.m. I went to CBD, Nairobi Capital Center. I boarded a public vehicle that took me to Namanga. So my vlog begins right from when I took the ticket for the public vehicle, right to the border point Namanga. I didn't know that Kenya is such beautiful when you leave the CBD or the capital center and you travel all the way to Tanzania. That is the beauty of Kenya. And it was fun because I saw tourists queuing along the customs clearing and immigration because they were going for the holiday. And yeah, they were really full online. And I'm sorry guys, some vlogs in the immigration I couldn't take a lot of videos because I was just trying to sneak in the photos because photography is not allowed. I managed to just grip some part of the immigration. As you can see, you will see the queue as people were queuing to clear to cross over. I went up to Arusha, Tanzania. Tanzania is very beautiful. Guys, there are roads, the mountains, the way they dress, especially the ladies. Guys, I was amazed. If there's any country with discipline, then it is Tanzania. Their women don't wear trousers, they wear long dresses. If any other of them has a trouser, they put a turban around the waist area. They have to tie a turban around the waist area. Number two, I saw the roads were very smooth. Congratulations to the late President John Magufuli and what Suluhu, Madam Suluhu has taken over from the late John Magufuli. Bravo, Mama Suluhu. I praise you right from Kenya. This is Kenya and this is my vlog. And I am Kenyan by birth, but what I saw in Tanzania was amazing. Uh, Thirdly, the people are very friendly. Even if it's a small kid, when he passes by, he says, "Hujambo dada, hujambo mama." Hujambo says it's a kind of greeting in Swahili which says, "Habari mama, habari, how are you mom, how are you sister." They are very respectful. Number three, what I saw in Tanzania was their food. Their food is very clean. Their markets have no littering. Their bus stages are organized. We have the public vehicle sector sections, and they have the small businesses along the corridors of the public, depending on where they are going. What else did I see in Tanzania? I saw yes, God has really favored Tanzania. They do a lot of farming and a lot of farming, guys, especially the rice. All the fields that the car was bypassing, I saw fields of wheat. How is it called before it's turned into into powder. Yeah, let me just call it wheat. Another thing I saw that God has really favored Tanzania. There were a lot of rains. Everywhere you go, you just see green. And guess what? By the time I traveled from Arusha to Namanga, the border point, it was raining cats and dogs, guys. It was raining cats and dogs. And immediately I crossed over to Kenya, it was dry. Only just a little drizzles. So guys, Tanzania is beautiful. Yes, I don't say that Kenya is not beautiful. I would ask anybody to come to Kenya. If you're watching from the diaspora, if you're watching from any other parts of the world, please visit Kenya and go your way. I did a road trip. I didn't have any money for my air ticket. I just risked to go by the road. I covered 586 kilometers to Arusha, Tanzania. Tanzania is beautiful. The people are very welcoming. And I even did something that I would remember Tanzania. I bought a dress from there. And what else did I do? I tried to share something with them, which of course I liked. But there is also the other side of Tanzania, especially on their public vehicles. Honestly, I didn't enjoy. By the time I was in Namanga, the border point, taking a Noah, these small Noahs, those are the public vehicles in Tanzania. They are meant to be a 7-seater, but guess how many we were in the car? They kept pushing people, pushing people, and they don't have these road regulations whereby children are not supposed to sit in the front of the part of the driver. But the car which I went had 6 children and around 12 adults. You can imagine how I got squeezed. It was so squeezing that I even thought of just alighting and maybe changing to another car. Next, what I saw that was not very pleasant was how do we call it? Another thing I didn't see that was good was about what? Uh, they have anger, little anger. When you try to tell the driver, in Kenya we don't pile people in cars like goats. There was a little bit reaction in it. So to avoid the friction, mine was just to zip and just take it the way it was coming. So guys, that's the worst part I saw in Tanzania. They do overloading, and but the best part overdoes the bad part. Another thing I saw with their police, they don't take bribe. It's stopping the car. The search is done in and out of the car. You all come out one by one. You hold your ID or your passport in the hand, and you get back to the car if you are safe. And unfortunately, in the car that I was traveling in, there were 2 people from Burundi. Burundi is also part of East Africa. It's neighboring Rwanda. For those who don't know, it's neighboring Rwanda. So these 2 boys, I can call them boys because they were still young, around the age of 26 to 35 years. They were still young. They were Burundians. They didn't have their identification cards. And they seemed like they were running away from Kenya because life has become very difficult. So these boys had collected some little belongings of them. I saw a rack for their utensils. I saw 2 screens, these small TVs, and what else did I see? There are bags of clothes. Unfortunately, the Tanzanian police, they don't take bribes. So they tried to give the bribe, but they refused. They were pulled out of the car and they were retained there at the police station. and their luggage went with us. So you can imagine, you're traveling, you are retained by the police, and your luggage is left to go. That was the scenario, which I really felt bad, that if they were maybe the Kenya police, if they had requested some money, we would have contributed for the two brothers to just enable them to cross. And at the immigration, there are no bribes. Somebody almost conned me. They know foreigners. There was this guy who came, and he was a Maasai from Kenya. I asked him, "Oh, you look like a Maasai, a civilized Maasai." He was in a t-shirt and a trouser. Mostly Maasai's dress in their material, whatever. The, how do I call them? The turbans. And this one was in a t-shirt and a trouser, and he came to me and told me, "Madam, I can see you're a foreigner and you're trying to cross the other side." Okay, in the immigration, it's absolutely free. No money you are requested to pay in any of the counters. So this boy comes and tells me, in Tanzania, you'll only pay 500, but the moment you're going back like this, back to Kenya, you're going to pay 2,000 shillings. I told him I fear God. I'm a born-again woman, and I really love the Lord. How he works, how he operates with me is very different. If you think you're going to con me, you will not be able to con me. So he insisted. He told me, "Give me your phone. I take some photos for you, the videos and what have you." I told him, "No, my phone is my personal life. I cannot hand over my phone to your hands, into your hands. Supposing you run, and I'm an old woman and I'm aged, I cannot run at the speed you can slip off from me." So this boy, so this was a superior woman, and I tricked him. I told him, "Now, what's your name?" He told me he was called Michael. I told him, "Give me your contact number so that when I get to Tanzania, by the time I'll be coming back, I will do what? I will handle, I will call you, I'll give you a call so that you come and help me cross over to Kenya through the migration of Kenya." Then I think he didn't calculate it well, because he gave me his number. And I went to Arusha. There was a burial of a church member, which of course I attended, and after which I left Arusha around 4 p.m. It was late for me, because I was calculating from my house to Nairobi CBD, then boarding to Arusha, Nairobi to Namanga, from Rongai, where I stay, to Nairobi Capital Center is around 30 minutes, depending on the traffic jam. Then from Nairobi to Namanga is 2.5 hours. Then from Namanga to Arusha is 2 hours. So guys, I was like, I'm leaving at 4 p.m. What time will I calculate I'll be at Namanga border? Good enough, the car that I came back with was a lady driver. Congratulations, madam, wherever you are. If you come across this video, know that you really did a good job. Okay, it's a 6-seater. It's 331. It's a 7-seater, but we were nine passengers plus her on the steering wheel. At least the 4 people were squeezed on my seat. We were 4, then behind 4, then 1 in the middle. Tanzania doesn't need anybody in the middle. It's only the driver and the passenger. So that lady was very good and very talented in driving. In fact, I made a joke with her. I told her, "You look like Christina Shusho." Christina Shusho is a gospel singer in Tanzania. She's well known worldwide, and she has very good songs. When you listen, if you know Kiswahili and you listen to her songs, they are breathtaking. So this lady, she's a super driver. She was super accurate on the road. And yeah, Tanzania doesn't have traffic jams. and the road is very straight. While you are here, you can see the end of the road going straight. Tanzania, hooray, you have good roads. You could not feel even the bumps. Yes, only on the bumps, it's smoother than the Nairobi roads. I am a Kenyan and I'm proud of my country, but what I saw in Tanzania brought some changes in my mind. So guys, Tanzania is good. Tanzania is good. Tanzania is good. It's part of East Africa. Their currency is down because 1,000 Kenya shillings is 18,000 Tanzanian shilling, which I saw like Kenya. I think it is the heart of Africa. Kenya and South Africa are the hearts of Africa. Our shilling is strong, and the rand is also very strong. So guys, that journey was good. I didn't taste their food because I was fasting at the same time. I told God, I'm on this journey. I will not eat anything until I return back to the house. So by the time I boarded at Arusha to Namanga, it was 6:30. I arrived at Namanga at 6:30. I cleared at customs. There were a lot of people behind the queue. I managed to clear. Then from there, boarding a matatu again. Matatu is the public vehicles in Kenya. We call it matatu. And in Tanzania, they call it daladala. So from Namanga, I think we started the journey around 7. I reached Nairobi at 10 p.m. at night. Why? Because Nairobi has a lot of cars. There was a lot of traffic jam. I reached home when I was very exhausted. I was like, wow, I have managed all these kilometers to and back. It was amazing. So I'm just passing this info to tell you guys, Tanzania is very beautiful. East Africa as a whole. I've been to Rwanda, no littering on the streets. Rwanda is also very beautiful. The infrastructure is amazing. It's dope. So I've been to Congo. Congo, we cannot speak about Congo right now because everybody knows the situation over there. Kenya is better than Uganda. It's better than Burundi and better than where? Yeah, Kenya is better than Burundi, Congo, and Tanzania too. If you look at Arusha, I expected a very beautiful, city. Yes, it has tall buildings, but they are scarce. They are scarce. They have just normal shops, but people are organized. I saw women who were roasting maize. Most of them are women that are roasting maize, roasting cassava, roasting potatoes, and doing other small business on the streets. It's not much congested like Nairobi. I think Nairobi, because it's a capital city of Kenya, that's why I experienced that congestion. Don't worry about the noise. I'm in the house and the children of the neighbors are really making noise. So guys, would you love to travel to Tanzania? Try it. You'll come and see what I've just told you. I've told you the positive side of Tanzania. One, they are very disrespectful. They have good roads. Their police don't take bribes. Their markets are very organized and clean, no littering. Number 5, they are blessed with rain. Number 6, it's mountainous. Any country that is mountainous is beautiful. The second country that is very mountainous is Rwanda. I've been to Rwanda. I know what I'm speaking. And number 4, there is no traffic jam in Tanzania. No traffic jam. What else? Number 8 did I see? Yes, they are dressing. Women, big up Tanzanian women. Honestly, Kenyans, I think we are almost going naked on the street. There are women dressed in long attires. If anybody you saw in a trouser has a turban tied around the waist. You put on your trouser and you put a turban, you tie it by the side like this. You don't show people how you are built behind there. You don't show people the thickness of your thighs in Tanzania. And their women have long hair. They are light skin. I saw everybody that was passing was light skin. Not like us Kenyans. Okay, even Kenyans have light skin, but it was a challenge yesterday because I saw like every woman bypassing is light skin. Tanzanians have very light skin. And yeah, I saw their foods on the street. I could not eat because I didn't even have a bite because I was fasting. So glory to God. I had some tour to Tanzania for the very first time. I know Uganda like the back of my hand. If anybody comes and tells me, Elizabeth, take me to Uganda, I can take you around all the cities. Not really. The western side of Uganda, I do not know. But the eastern side of Uganda, I know like the kitchen. And Rwanda, I've been there some 6 years ago. I haven't visited again. I know one day again, God will grant me favor to visit where? Rwanda. But all I know, Rwanda is no littering, no plastic bags. If you carried any gift in a plastic polythene, like this one, you leave it at the border. You unwrap, you fix in your bag, you carry it across. They are very strict. So far I've tested the customs of Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. Yeah, I can tell differences of all the countries I've been. Congo are very strict. I think because of the wars there. But they have the poorest infrastructure. I've been to Goma, Kivu, Bukavu. That's the farthest I've gone in Congo. And Burundi, I've been just to the border point. I crossed over and I came back. I don't know much about Burundi, but at least my feet have stepped in Burundi. So guys, I've also tried to travel. I've been to Ethiopia. There was a time I was traveling to go outside the country again back in 2014, 2015. Yeah, I had a layover from Addis Ababa airport. Ethiopia is also very beautiful, but their economy is very, very bad. So I've even slept in one of the hotels near the airport called Destiny Hotel. It's a 5-star hotel because my airplane delayed. It delayed. We were told there will be a layover in the morning. So we were taken to a hotel, good food, free accommodation. That's what the airlines do. And where else have I been? Sharjah, in UAE, I've been there. My feet have stopped in UAE, Saudi Arabia. Now I can count at least around 8 to 9 countries that I've visited. So wish list Zawanda well is exactly some minutes to 5 p.m. So guys, if you love this video, please subscribe, comment and share. And if you are a Tanzanian, DM me because I've really talked good about Tanzania than even my country. Not that I hate Kenya. Kenya is very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It has a lot of peace when you are in Kenya. You have a lot of peace. You can invest in Kenya. We are very friendly and outgoing people. But what I saw in Tanzania yesterday was breathtaking. I think I loved Tanzania. So guys, bye-bye. See you next time. Subscribe to my channel. I'm on the journey to 300. Mwah. Bye. Thank you.